Good evening, guys. Whoever's there. How's everyone? Let me show you around to the lake in a minute. That's where I'm on. Syndicate. Evening, Nick. Just in time, look, the kids are coming out doing a bit of sailing. Evening, Alan. I've only had the rods out half hour, something like that. But yeah, it's a beautiful evening. Wind's pumping in here, it's warm. Evening, Chris, how are you, mate? The weather's been lovely. Alright, Dan. Hi, Adrian. It is, mate. Big time. My first session up here, Darren, but it's got to be done. But yeah, it's definitely nice. Evening, everyone that's joining. Yeah, it's a beautiful evening here. Really, really nice. And there's some absolute... What's it doing? Why am I losing the comments? Oh, there. And there's some absolute units in here. So that's why I'm here. Really raining, is it? Why can't I see the comments? Where are they going? Yeah, it's been really hot here. 27 again today. There's loads of tench in the margins. Loads of tench. Yeah, there's one guy on the on that bank, you know, the cliff bank. There's one guy over there, and there's a guy on the beach. Yeah, I'm good. Cheers, Ben. It's Adi. It's not so much to spot it. It's the big ones come out every few times, and you haven't got to fish far out basically, so it's easy fishing. There's tench. I've seen nothing show. All I'm going on really is the way that wind's pumping in here, and you know, the tension in the margins. The carp have got to come up. Ben, it's a cracking water. It's lovely and warm here, mate. Evening, Andrew. No, I ain't had nothing yet. It's not an easy water, mate. Yeah, Darren, I've got one on the yellow buoy as well. It's really clear there. It's 12 foot of water there. Yeah, I'm on the men, James. Hi, Marco. Yeah, it's a cracking water, guys. I'll tell you what I'll do is that I'll walk up onto the cliff and then you can actually see the lake, the proper lake itself. Do you know what I mean? It's a chalk pit. Motor's just there. But this is what we're looking at, and you can spot the fish so well from up here. So here we go. It's a big bit of water, and it goes down to like 40 foot deep, but it's gin clear. It's like bath water. So I've spooled up now with fluorocarbon, or the coated stuff from Ridge Monkey. Gin clear it is. So yeah, I've gone helicopter style with the Corda drop off clip. So I'll dump the lead if I get a take, because there's quite a lot of snags out here as well. So yeah, it's lovely. I mean, it's not tiny, mate. It looks it probably on here, but it's a fair old whack, I tell you. Till tomorrow night, Ben. You know, these guys will be all these sailing people will be gone soon anyway. Yeah, it's about 30 acres. Yeah, you're right, Darren. Yeah, good, mate. Yeah, John, I'm better, mate. I've got an extra in a couple of weeks, but I feel a lot better myself anyway. I spent yesterday afternoon in the garden, making up loads of solid PVA bags. Just getting back into it really. Yeah, Peter, I'm getting there, mate. I've just got another X-ray in a couple of weeks, like I said, to see if my lungs cleared up. If it hasn't, we go from there. But you know, while I can breathe, I'm fishing. It's really nice out here. Evening carp review. How are you? Yeah, hopefully, Chris. To be fair, a lot of the fish get caught in the daytime here. The big girl comes out in the daytime. Just to let you know, the big one come out on the 16th of April at £45.10 pre-spawn. It's not even full of spawn yet, so it could go £50. There's a common bigger than that in here. There's probably about 60 to 80 fish in here, but they're all belters. Yeah, it is Mr. Wallace. It's a cracking water. You know, Jay's done a lot of work here. The guy who leases it out really, because it was all cliffs and he dug all these swims out. I was here the first day he took it over, and I actually had the big one out at the £45 that it is now. I had it out at £23 4 years ago. Yeah, I'm a lot better lip at carpet, thanks mate. Yeah, they do on mine as well, can't be Chris. Hi Brian, alright mate? Yeah Matthew, I'm back mate. I'm blogging this one as well. I apologised on this blog that I'm doing, you know, because I'm putting no videos up or nothing, but you know, when you're not feeling well and that, it's just fishing ain't the one. Evening Richard, how are you mate? It's about 30 acres, Andrew. Goes down to 40 foot. My rod's only been in about half an hour, mate. Hi, Lee Brown. I'm actually on the SLK, Lee Brown. And that's what I've got. I've got a corkball pop-up out there, match the hatch. And I've got a little snowman PB pop-up over a 16mm SLK bottom bait. No, the boat's all right, mate. They don't really hassle you. There's a good agreement here, really. Evening, Alistair. There's a good agreement here, really. Lip at carpet? No idea, mate. No, exactly, Andrew. It's not as easy as Farlow's, and I've come away. I'm not going to fish Farlow's this year. I'm going to come on here. I'm going to do a guest session on Mark Roseman's water on his Syndicate, and I'm going to be up here. This is where I'm going to be. It's 20 minutes from my house, so you know it's a no-brainer. I can keep bait going in here. I'll put a lot of boilie out, trust me. I know, Darren, flipping 5 o'clock in the morning, mate. They're bloody nutters. Yeah, I mean, this is my first time using the Ridge Monkey fluoro coated, so we'll see. I've got my other spools done in my Synchro, £18 again. I went Johnson Ross the weekend, got them re-spooled up. But so far it's good. Rosen's been using it and he said it's a brilliant line. Yeah, the thing is, Matthew, there are a lot of waters are spawning. Farlows, Willow, everywhere spawning. But because it's so deep here, it takes such a long time for this water to warm up to the temperature they want. That's why there's no sign of them at all. There's tension in the edges, possibly they may be. But the carp, definitely not yet. Yeah, John, it's good, mate. I mean, it's got a nice diameter, it casts well, so we'll see. Yeah, Andrew, you know, I don't really ever target fish. I fish because I want to fish. But this one's got under my skin, this mirror. Because I did it at £23 and it's got big now and it's a stunner, it's a scaly stunner. You know, I want to get it. And the big comment in here, it's eluded so many people, no one's actually caught it. And you know, I want it. So, it'll probably come out stalking, to be honest. Yes, Paul, I'm on my Syndicate, mate. First session of the year. hopefully, hopefully. But if not, it's going to be boring vlogs. But Edward's asking, has anyone fished Carver Haven? That's what's his name's water, isn't it? Jerry. Happy birthday for tomorrow, Adrian. But yeah, any of you guys been out of the weekend? Yeah, Darren's got a mate over there. No worries, Andrew. Thanks for joining, mate. Yeah, Jerry Hammond, that's the one. You're welcome, Adrian. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. Really enjoying it, being out here. It's bloody hot setting up, I'll tell you that. But these boats, they don't really bother you. They come off that jetty, but the amount of fish you see boshing on the end of that jetty, these boats, you know, they're used to it. They really, really are used to it. So, oh, nice, Darren. It's a nice fish in there and all, isn't there? Yeah, Ben, I ain't been out for weeks, mate. I mean, I've done I nicked Rosam's rod down at Willow and had a couple out. Yeah, John, that's why I come in here, mate. It's pumping in here. And the fish do get in here. Well done, Alan. Nice, mate. I weren't poaching, was I? Yeah, I heard that, Darren, I know. Gutting, innit? Hopefully, Adrian. You know, it doesn't get a lot of pressure. Jay, the guy who runs it, I went and saw him Monday, or Sunday, was it? Sunday. And he said there's only 3 over here the whole weekend fishing. It's mental. But there's so many naturals in here. You look in the edge, it's absolutely alive with naturals. Yeah, Paul, I'm on antibiotics still, and I've got x-rays in a couple of weeks' time, mate. Evening, Barry. Hi, Brett. Yeah, I'm all good. That's true. Yeah, carp review. They're spawning everywhere, mate. John, I haven't. No, sorry, mate. Yeah, I know, Darren. That's why I want to do it, because it's 20 minutes from my house. Do you know what I mean? I can come up and get some bait in, get them used to this bait. But I'm going to bait probably 3 or 4 swims. So yeah, that's right. There's a guy shouting at one of the kids. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy being on here, I think. It's got double. People who don't know, you come off the main road, it's about a mile and a half up to the second gate, come through that gate and you're on the lake. But there's another lake it's got just behind me. It's a small lake, but there's some nice fish in there as well. Sometimes it's not about that. It's not about that, Ben, is it, bait? It's the right bait in the right place. Yeah, Yateley, yeah. I know. I'll tell you where he's fishing well, Sandhurst. Tom Dove had a couple of 40s, he had loads of fish, 14 fish or something he had. Yeah, I'll let you look at my ugly mug a minute. Got me nice DNA enamel cup now. Can't break this one, 100%. Shouting at him. So yeah, it's going to be nice. I was going to sleep under the stars, but yeah, Bennis from the weekend, mate. I was actually Saturday, I emptied my garage out and I took so much stuff to the dump, it's ridiculous. All my spare fishing stuff I've put on top of my garage, because I had so much fishing gear, it's ridiculous. Oh, you're in Dovecote, Pete, yeah? You've done well then, 25. Yeah, so Ben, I caught that, and then Sunday I went out with the family up to Priory Park in Bedford, walked around there with a dog, sat in the pub garden, had lunch and stuff, and then yesterday I sat out in my garden making rigs, solid bags and all that, so that's where I got the sun. Evening, John. That's crazy amount of fish that is. I have looked at that before, Darren, but it just pulls me back to this place all the time. If I catch the big one or the big common, we'll see what happens here. I'm on my Syndicate in Bedfordshire, John. Evening, Mr. Roseham, how are you? Evening, P. Grimmer. Guys, I'm just going to show the lake because I said to Mark, I spoke to Mark on the phone earlier and I just want to show him it. You burnt, are you? Mark, I'll show you it, yeah, because I've showed all the other guys, but other people have joined in. So, park your motor here. It's about 30 acre in clearly. You can see the water is so clear. Yeah, it looks good, Richard, but I'm not sitting here thinking I'm going to catch one after the other, to be fair. I'll actually brick it. If I get a take, I'll brick it because I know what could be on the end of the line. Do you know what I mean? But like I say, I'm on the SLK now. I'm going to keep whacking it in. As it's only 20 minutes from my house, I can keep the bait going in on the spots. So it's good. It is, mate, Adrian. I'm up there all the time. Probably about 60 to 80 fish. Exactly, Darren. Couple of bites in a season's good. Well done, Pete. Was that a dovecot? 41.10. Yeah, that's why I come in here. Carp review, that's why I come in here, mate. I had nothing else to go on. Obviously, nothing showed. There's one guy on the bank opposite over there, and there's a guy on the beach swim down there. And the wind was pushing in here, so I thought, why not? And the big one's come off here before, so. This is as good a place as any. If I see him boshing elsewhere, I will move. It's only a matter of putting my gear in the car and then driving around. You can park behind every swim. Yeah, I saw that, John. Otters are a nightmare now, mate. Absolute nightmare. I see a fish on Farlow's posted up as well that looks like his tail's been ottered. It come out twice in like a week, and it looks like it's had its tail ottered, to me anyway. Yeah, they do. I'm sure they follow the wind here. He probably did, Ben. They're a joke, mate. They're killing swans, they're killing everything, aren't they? Absolute joke. But there's no chance of them getting on here. We're not near a water source, really, apart from this lake and the lake next door. There's no rivers nearby, so we're pretty safe on here. Evening, Dean, how are you? Yeah, beautiful evening. Absolutely beautiful. Winter seemed to last forever. And it's just nice to get this, just sitting here with a t-shirt on, and it's lovely. No rainfall cost while I'm here, which is good. But yeah, loving it. I say I put quite a bit of bait out, 5 kilo roughly. I'll show you what I've put out. Literally, I've got 8s, 12s, and 16s. You see it there. Bit of corn, and a load of hydro wheat liquid over the top, just to soak them up. They're freezer baits, so they're nice and soft as well. So I put about 5 kilo out with a big spom as well. Didn't mess about. Till tomorrow night, mate. But you know what? I put the bait out, but if I don't catch over it, I don't catch over it. But at least the fish are going to get used to that bait, basically. Yeah, Brett. Himalayan salt, mate. It's good for them. They crave it. But yeah, once they've spawned, they're looking for them nutrients, replenish them nutrients and stuff that they've lost, and that's what they go for. Jim Shelley puts bags of the stuff in on spots. It's a good way of clearing a spot as well from weed, because the salt kills the weed. So yeah, back in the game, as they say. The other place that was fishing its absolute head off was Willow Park until they started spawning. Everywhere seemed to just switch on all of a sudden, didn't it? Everywhere was going mad. Yeah, Mark, it's lovely up here, mate. I can always guest you up here, mate, you know that. There's some big uns in here. It's cracking water. So peaceful. Evening, Ant, how are you? Evening, Thomas. Yeah, I know they are, mate. I was tempted to fish zigs in here, but I know how snaggy it is, and I don't really want to do it. If I get a take, I want to get a take and I want to land it. Do you know what I mean? You've got the boys to contend with here. I don't really want to do it. That's brilliant, Pete. Evening, Alan. Exactly, Ben. Well done, Ant. That's nice, mate. 27.10, nice. This is 20 minutes from my house, mate. Literally, door to door, 20 minutes. I know there is, Darren. That's what I'm on about. Because, you know, you look at this and think the weather, get on the zigs, but I don't want to risk it. I'll end up losing it and I'll kick myself if I lose a fish out of here. So I'd rather fish on the bottom, strong. You know what I mean? I could dump the lead instantly on a take and get him up in the water, or her up in the water, and hopefully land her. Yeah, I know there is, mate. That's where I stalked her, that 23 pounder out of, right next to the car. Cheers, Adrian, for joining. Yeah, they come out. They only come out in the evenings, Mark. They're kids learning how to sail, but they don't bother you. I'm only fishing 40 yards out, and I'm on the Ridge Monkey line now, Mark. The fluoro. No, but it was tempting, Darren, to go off the bonnet. You can easily fish the bonnet. About 30 acres, and but it's about 40 foot deep, mate. You literally, it shelves off and just disappears into the abyss. There's still some of the old machinery from when they dug all the clay out, this chalk. Right, Vince, how are you, mate? Got the old line that you guys done for me, using it first time, the Ridge Monkey stuff tonight. Vince is the guy who works down at Johnson Ross. Yeah, Matthew, I've got it because Mark Rosen's been using it and he loves it. And it casts like a dream. In the 15 pound I've got as well. It's pretty strong, to be fair. I mean, mine's a little bit curly because it's got a bed in. You know, after 3 or 4 sessions, it'll probably be really, really good. But I'm pleased with it, so. Yeah, I love them down there. Johnson Ross, they're brilliant. They're helpful, they're friendly in there. And it's like Aladdin's Cave, that shop, isn't it? Yeah, I'm good. Cheers, Vince, mate. Right, Peter Fuller. My rods have been in literally 3/4 an hour, mate. I'm on my Syndicate now. If I pick a fish up, 1 or 2 fish this season, I'll be happy out of here. Well done on getting a 20 pounder, mate. That's good. Yeah, I see him, Richard. That's a nice fish, mate, didn't you? Darren, I was talking to him in Johnson Ross about the Lee Valley waters, and they gave me a booklet on it. They were trying to tell me the waiting lists have dropped down to like 18 months on most of them. I like to look at the Abbots Lake, down at Stansted Abbots. That looks really, really nice. But I want to give this year on here, and then I'm going to probably look somewhere else then. If I don't have to biggin out of here, well, I'll just still join this anyway for the money it costs for this place. Yeah, some nice fish in there, Darren, isn't there? Some proper nice fish. Yeah, I did raise him. He looks healthy, doesn't he? He looks really well. Oh, nice, Darren. I looked at all their waters. I mean, I don't really know them, but they all look really, really good. The North Mets looks good, but I can imagine that being a proper old water as well. And they've got a load of crazy in there, haven't they? Could poach your... Yeah, I know, John. I know where it is, mate. Vince, is that Abbott's Lake, yeah? I do like to look at that one. But I don't know what... I might try and get... Loads of trouble over there, is there? Thanks for telling me that one, mate. Nice. Nice, Vince. Is there a long waiting list on that one? On Abbott's? Richard, the cost of this water I'm on now, because I use 3 rods as well, is the sum of £60 a year. And there's some bangers in here. There's a common that's bigger than £45 in here, and the mirror's obviously 45 plus now. Yeah, I don't like waters like that, Darren. Not at all, mate. That Greg Ellis is on there, isn't he? Yeah, it is Roseham, definitely, mate. Yeah, Vince, I might try and get on that waiting list. Can you just go on it? Can you just wait, and they'll just contact you? I presume. Yeah, he's had some nice fish out there, Darren. But I don't want to fish waters where you get grief and aggro. I don't need that. Too old for that stuff now. But Lee Valley for me again, it's down the road. Do you know what I mean? And that's the sort of waters I want to get. I don't want to be travelling down to Colne Valley and that anymore. I go to Willow Park for socials and that with Mark and pop in there and fish it. But oh, cheers, Darren. I'll look into that, mate. It's worth. I mean, 2-3 years is nothing, is it really? If I got a place on there, and the prices are good as well. That's the other thing I noticed. Yeah, I'm gonna Vince, mate. I'm definitely gonna do that. And the prices are good. That's what I like. You hear Farlow's has got otters, Roseham, you reckon? I was just saying that earlier. I reckon there's a fish that's been ottered. A towel. It looks like it's been ottered, definitely. Yeah, Darren, for the stamp of fish that are in there as well, I mean, I don't mind a challenge, not at all. But the stamp of fish that are in there, all their waters, really. But that is going to be my... I'm going to definitely get on the waiting list on them, definitely. Yeah, can't review. Trouble is, you know, Farlow's has got an otter fence all the way around it, but the lake 2 main gate is open all the time. That's next to the river, so they can just walk in there. Do you know what I mean? And the main gate's open. Yeah, I heard they found a £20 carp that had been ottered down in Peg 20 at Farlow's, and the bailiff's come along and just put it in a bag. You know, and if it's sad if it has done that, because once they get in there, that's it. You've got no chance. There's a good fish in there, Matthew. But Lee Valley, like Darren's saying, it's got so many 40s. It's crazy amount of fish. They are protected, bank, Ben. The thing is, though, I would have no hesitation in shooting one, but you've got to be careful because a lot of them are microchipped. So if you shoot one, yeah, get it, chuck it on the motorway somewhere. near to that lake, main road, and just lay it in the road, so it looks like it's been run over. Or burn it, Mark. Yeah, exactly. But a lot of them have been microchipped, so you can get fined big time if they catch you doing that. Yeah, exactly. Or even do that, Ben. Yeah, I wouldn't. If I'd not run my water, I would kill them 100%. I wouldn't even think twice about shooting them. There's no way. Run over with a bullet hole, yeah. The trouble is you squash it, drive over it a few times, it'll be alright. But yeah, apparently they're chipped. All these do-gooders that let them out, you know what I mean? They're idiots. They don't realise what they've caused. They're an apex predator. You know, they're killing swans and that. Hopefully, they get down the parks in London off the Regent's Canal and start killing all the Queen's birds. Then there'll be something to be done about it. Death by Pirelli, that's the one, mate. But yeah, I wouldn't hesitate at all in taking them out. You know, you get all these do-gooders putting the little pups up that all look cute and cuddly and that, but they're bloody vicious things, mate. Absolutely vicious things. There's mink at Farlow's. I've seen a mink there. They live on the island by pipes, but they're all right. Nice, Matthew. Yeah, Chris, you would as well, wouldn't you? 100%. I'm sure there is fisheries doing it, because I would. What's the fine going to be? 10 grand? You ain't got to lose many fish, have you, to lose 10 grand? So it's worth it. Any of you guys off to France this year? Soon, you must be. There's always been big rats at Farlow's, mate. They're flipping huge, them things. They're like bloody cats. Yep, Lucky Vapes, you would. Nice, that's fishing well as well. There's been some nice fish coming out of there, isn't there? And what's your dream place, Darren Green? You can go inside for killing an otter, really, Nick? Bloody hell. Bill's Lake, nice. Oh, France, Darren, yeah. I'm not going till next year now. Yeah, they're putting on a lot of weight there now, that Road Lake. John, just try and stay away from the mainstream ones. That's what I try and do. I found Blue Water Lakes. Well, not found it, because I knew the guy used to fish Farlow's and bought it. And that's how I got to know it there, really. And it's just not commercialised like a creek, or it's not regimental or nothing like that. You have maximum 8 anglers on 15 acres, loads of room. It's done 2 fish over £80 now this year. It's a lovely water. You got to work for it. It's not a runs water. You got to work for your fish there. But there's some crackers in there, and that's the sort of water I like. Yeah, I would as well, Nick. Exactly, Paul. You would. You know, and it's not as if they eat the whole fish, is it? They eat the gills and just a bit of the stomach. That's it. That wicked things. What's Wallace said that he's laughing at? Yeah, Paul. It's unfortunate when you hit that like that. I've had it before in France. Gone there and it's poured down the whole week. Been miserable. John, well, you need to go to like a an easy sort of runs water. There's some in France where there's like loads of 20s, 30s. You're probably better off starting somewhere like that, mate. But it's enjoyable. True, Sam, they will do that. Yeah, it's good, Matthew. No, Pete, we're tight here. There's no rivers anywhere near us here. It always rains when I go, Rose. It does, doesn't it? I'm so unlucky. Rizza? No, not really. Keith, I've not heard of no one being convicted, no. Do you see that tornado that went through France last week at Concord? Flipping hell, man. That was mental. 160 odd mile an hour. Yeah, I can't review the blue lake in France that runs water. Yeah, I'd definitely get rid of them. Yeah, that was crazy. See that guy that got dragged out of his bivvy by his son? And then the tree come down and crushed his bivvy and his bed chair. Snapped it in half. 10 seconds later, the guy would have been killed. It's mental. The devastation it's caused through there is just unbelievable. Yeah, look, Mark, it's crazy. There's so many videos on Facebook about it. It was mental. And hailstones the size of golf balls, mate. Yeah, Rob, I'm getting there, mate. Still on the antibiotics, but it is what it is. This is the best medicine, isn't it? Sitting here like this. Yeah, Darren, I know there weren't many injured, no. Very lucky. There was one video of the guy's boat was in the swim in front of him and his van was like on the other side of the lake behind it and the boat actually took off out of the water and hit the side of his van. It must have travelled 100 yards. Mental. Mental weather. A lot of people have broken tackle and that. Bivvies and whatever. I don't know where he is, mate. Yeah, that's all we can do, Robert. Thank you, Mr. Wallace. That was a nice fish, though, wasn't it? Guys, if you follow my page on Facebook, The Obsessive Carper, I went up to see the guys having a social at Willow. And Mark Rosen kindly lent me one of his rods, and we've done with a bit of stalking. I had 2 fish out, and one of them was an absolute minter. Like real scaly fish, stunning fish. And rigs, yeah. Good lad, Mark. It's clouding over, I tell you that. I hope it don't bloody rain. That lot coming over. That'd be my luck, wouldn't it? I gave Mark no choice, yeah. No, I didn't nick his fish. We just sat round there for an hour, having a chinwag. He had a rod out and I had a rod out. Good, hope it don't rain. Yeah, he probably did, Pete. It's not an easy lake. Cheers, Matthew. See you later, mate. You got rain in Newcastle. Yeah, Nick. Actually, yeah, you was there when you, Nick Warner. Nick saw my fish. And we weren't poaching anyway, Wallace. There's a rope between you and where I caught my fish. Paul, where am I? I'm in Bedfordshire. On my Syndicate water. It'd probably do a bit good to have a bit of rain here, to be fair. But when it rains, this chalk, all your gear, your bivvy, everything ends up white. It sticks to everything. But you know, even some of the 20s that are in here in the 30s, they're absolutely minters. Because the water's so clear, they've got such lovely colours. It does get messy, mate. I know, I've been up here, it's horrendous when it's like that. Mr. Wallace, you weren't going in there. You put boilies in and the fish turned their nose up at it. Weren't interested in your bait that you put in the edge. I go over there with a solid bag with a bit of magic rosum in it, and bang, 2 fish. Mark, you'll be alright here, mate, because he's got OCD big time. Yeah, I know what you mean, Darren. Nah, you'll be alright, Rosum. When it's dry, it's like concrete here. It's rock hard. It's quality. But the good thing is here, like if you see fish on the opposite side of the lake, because I can see them from where I am, I can see the whole lake. I can just chuck the gear in the motor and drive round. Fellow Geordie for you, Vince. How's that, mate? Yeah, Paul, it's just started to come over, mate. I don't think it's threatening. It's cooled down lovely now. It's so hot earlier. It was absolutely baking. It's a thing in England, isn't it? Go from one extreme to another. All these boats are coming in now. Look, the kids have got to go to bed, which is nice. And hopefully that wind will drop and see a few fish show. They do show themselves in here. Like I say, I've got a solid bag on my left-hand rod with some crayfish mini pellets in it and a PB wafter in there. Snow, John, it probably will, mate. They're all coming in, mate. Paul, look, they're all coming in. Look, they've been told now. In you come. But they don't interfere with me because I'm only fishing 40 yards out. 40 foot pea grimmer. I'm fishing it's about 12 foot, the bit I'm fishing. But it's weedy as hell as well, snaggy as hell. There's cars in here. They found a body in here a little while ago. I don't know if you remember, about 5 years ago, even in Manchester Carter, about 5 years ago, an Indian guy had his 2 kids in the back of the car, and he was on the cliff over there. Where are we? Over there somewhere. He was over on there. Lost control and the car went in the lake and the kids drowned in the back of the car. That was before it's all been fenced off, so no one can get in here now. But yeah, they found a headless body here on the opposite bank. But yeah, there's cars in here, the motorbike, there's everything in here. But it is what it is. It's a pit, an old pit. Dick Walker used to fish it, Richard Walker. No, they found his head, mate, and his torso in black bags. But I'd hate to think what's in here. There's probably weapons in here, everything. Yeah, Pete, I know, I heard about all that. You know where I am then, don't you? And Jay was on about doing a, you know what Jay's, he's DJ, isn't he? So he was on about having a rave up there in the summer. Yeah, I don't know what happened, what happened, the story behind it anyway, but... Cheers, Brett. There ain't a swim called Dead Man's, no, but actually you could name it that. No, you weren't fishing it, it was gang related or something. Vince, you know where I am. If not, I'll tell you when I come in the shop. But yeah, it was a few years ago that happened anyway. But yeah, easy to get rid of someone, isn't it? Well, not if you don't do it properly, because he must have floated. Could be, Paul. There's loads of stuff in here, mate. You look on that high cliff over there, it's really high up. You look down, you can see the cars. You could actually fish on the roofs of the cars or the bonnets if you wanted to. Get that donk and fish on top of that. Could well be in here. It's all known for the yobs that used to hang over here and stuff. But over there, all that cliff there, they got a digger in and they graded all down the side of the cliffs to stop all the people coming down them cliffs. Because it's up there, it's all the woods and you can just walk through there. So they've done that, but put all barbed wire down the bottom. So if they do slide down, they're going to get cut. I bet it did. Exactly, Nick. Get that ting off the car bonnet. Yeah, they probably are living in the cars, mate. The other thing that's in here is a big catfish that no one's caught yet. And it was caught by one of the divers because they do diving in here. There's a diving club. And they caught it next to a boat on my bank, actually, just to the right. And they reckon it's about £80. That was like 5-6 years ago. So Christ knows how big it is now. People have probably lost it. Pete, are you from Luton? Hopefully, Darren. It'd be nice if I do. If I'm not expecting a bite, to be fair, it's not easy. I don't know, John. I think you had a spare place last week. There was one place or something, or two. Message him. Because Rosam's going, isn't he, in Renwick? I would have fished it, but it's my wedding anniversary, so I definitely can't fish that. Oh, you're on it, John, are you? I think there was like one or two people that dropped out or something. There's some big fish in there and all. Car corner, that's a nice snaggy swim, isn't it? Bloody hell. Yeah, Paul, I'm back on the fags, mate. Oh yeah, Nick's on it as well. That's another one, yeah. Just can't get off the cigarettes, mate, especially when I'm fishing. It just goes with it. Nice cup of tea, cigarette. That wind's starting to drop now, look. Dean, I've got solid bag on my left hand rod. I've got a Ronnie on my middle rod. And I've got a D-rig on my right hand rod. It's pretty clear out where I am, but I'm fishing it all helicopter style straight through. You're allowed leaders on here, but I've gone straight through. And I dumped the lead on the take. So hopefully the fish come. I want them off the bottom ASAP because there's cables on the bottom here, everything. Pete, you should get yourself over here, mate. Or unless you're on a better water, probably are. But the fish are in here to be had, man. And anyone can join here. So I like going live because all you guys are talking amongst yourselves as well. I like that. Yeah, Nick, 5 kilos of boilie. 8 mils, 12 mil, and 15 millers. With a can of sweet corn as well in it, just for a bit of fleck of colour out there. That's 60 to 80. But I've put the bait out. If I don't get a take on it, the bait's going in anyway. And I shall come up here every 3 days, 2 or 3 days, and keep the bait going on the spots. The thing is, a lot of tension. There's no bream in here. Not one bream in this lake. So tension here, big tension here. Yes, Mark, I'm going to make an island, mate. It's the M Bryce pod. Hopefully, Rob, it'd be nice. John, I haven't fished Orchard Place, mate, no. Evening, Max, how are you, mate? So, yeah, my thinking is if I don't get a bite over the take, I mean, I've got a solid bag on its own, so that's not going to be like a roaming rod, but the other two are on baited area. So, we'll see what happens. They're big fish in here, so they like their food. Yeah, that's it, carp review, that's what I'm going to do. I might not get a fish for 6, 7 sessions, 8 sessions, whatever, but hopefully I will get a bite out of here. Get them used to the bait. Hopefully I do, Max. It's hard water though. Not too hard, no, to find a spot. There's loads of weed out there. I mean, this gets proper weedy in the summer, like really weedy. But yeah, I'm on my spots. And a solid bag, it don't really matter. It's out there. I'm on DNA baits, the SLK carp review. Actually, I've got a load of S7 as well, but I brought the SLK up here. It's a proper fish meal, like proper fish meal bait. It's a nice bait. So we'll see what happens. Oh, P. Grimmy, you're Max's bait, are you? Guys, if you don't know, Max is the owner of Boilie Hub, based in Birmingham. Nick, if I get a live take in here, mate, it'd be a bloody miracle. I can't get a live take anywhere, let alone here. Exactly, carp review. That's the one. And they're big fish in here, so you know they're going to want it. They get a taste for it. Thomas, I looked at the Jag pod, but it was light. I actually bought my pod from Johnson Ross. I tried all the pods out, and my Embrace is, I love it. It's not too heavy, but it's heavy enough to be sturdy. You can use it as goalpost setup if you want. They're expensive, but you know, you've only got to buy them once. Our Cheshire Carper's got a recent vlog on if anyone wants to go over to YouTube and watch it. If you haven't subscribed, go over and subscribe to him. Yeah, Vince, I love mine, mate. I absolutely love it. I drove your guys' madness shot. They're putting all the pods down from the display, but I just the Jag's too light. I think it's too light. The carbon stainless one I've got is perfect. Evening, Mr. Bartrop. How are you? I'm on my Syndicate, Leon. First time on here. After some big fish that swim around in here. That's all right. Cheers, mate. Hopefully the fish are moving now. Yeah, that's all right, though. No, I know you do. You're good, mate. Cheers. No, I know, Vince, mate. You're good in there. Leon, I hope you do well in France, mate. Leon's off to France the weekend. Hope there's a good trip there. Yeah, Nick. Do you know what I mean? I did try them out. I weren't silly because when you're spending that sort of money, you got to get it right, ain't you? And that's why I went for the Embrace, to be fair. I mean, I carry stainless as well, bank sticks, which I use singles if I have to, but I've got the pod as well, or I can use it as goalpost, take it out of the pod. Yeah, I know you can't, Leon. Same here, mate. I nicked a couple out of Willow stalking off Mark's rod, but this is where I want to be, to be fair. Peace and quiet, middle of nowhere, and there's some big fish in here. Yeah, Leon's got cursed with his new rods, that's what it is. Yeah, but Leon, you'll be blanking, and then your next fish will be like a big 50 or something like that again, won't it? You see Sanders is fishing well, Leon. Fishing really well. Yeah, I know that. Tom Dove had like 14 fish out there, 240s, like 530s, and all that. Yeah, he was getting double takes and everything on boilie. Well, that's what he said he was catching them on, but I don't know. Leon will have a few in France. Yeah, Paul, you do what's comfortable, don't you? The biscuits jinxing him. Yeah, Tom Dove's been on there, mate. Can't review. Yeah, Leon will be back down there in the winter, definitely. Yeah, but Mr. Wallace, Leon's fishing like rock hard waters as well, isn't he? That's what you got to take into account. Like here, if you get 2 fish a season, you've had a good season. But they're in here to be had, and that's the thing. Ross, that's quite a hard water in it. I think Leon's fished that, or he fished his Tang 5. I think that's quite a hard water, that, isn't it? Yeah, Tang 5, I thought it might have been, yeah. Yeah, big fish angling, mate. Takes a minute, doesn't it? Just to get that bite. Oh, the thing is, I've seen him here. I've seen him in the snags. There's a mirror that's over £45 now, and there was a common that come up from the snag, and he dwarfed the £45 mirror. So I know he's in here. I've seen him. No one's had him on the bank yet, but I've seen him, and that's what keeps me going. The mirror is an absolute peach. Peach it is. Yeah, it certainly is, Leon. Ross, I hope you catch a few, mate. Enjoy yourself, that's the main thing. And hopefully you get a few monsters along the way. Yeah, John, it's so peaceful. I mean, you can't hear nothing apart from the birds tweeting. All right, the kids you can hear them because they're just coming off their boats. But once they go in a minute, this place is so quiet. Dean, if I get one, you'll all know about it, trust me. Right, guys, I've been going for an hour now. I'm going to wrap this up. Leon, I don't sleep though. I'm terrible at night. Absolutely awful. Don't matter where I am. But yeah, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you for everyone that's joined. And it's been good. And I'm going to be back now. I'm vlogging this one, so this will be up on my channel at some point. So yeah, guys, thanks for joining. And if you're out fishing a weekend, enjoy it. Good luck, Leon, in France. Thank you very much, guys. Speak to you all soon.